Hi, I'm Beverly Davidek, the happy lawyer, and today I want to talk to the parents of minor children out there. I'm a mom, I've raised my 3 sons, but I want to spare you from making some mistakes that even as a lawyer I made when my kids were young. And that's because I was just doing what they taught me in law school, but I've learned some things along the way that I want to share with you. If you're a parent of minor children and you're working on your estate plan, making sure you have everything in place, you absolutely need to make sure that you have a set of documents that in my office we call a kids protection plan. So what's in a kids protection plan? A kids protection plan includes nomination of long-term guardians. Now these are the same folks who should be named in your will, by the way, but you also want to take measures to make sure they're named in a separate document, and that's just a long-term guardian designation or nomination form. You also want to make sure in your kids protection plan that you designate short-term guardians. Now these are those folks, I like to think of them as first responders. If God forbid something should happen to you, maybe you and your spouse are out on date night and the kids are with a babysitter or something of that nature, and something happens to you and somebody needs to be able to get to your children quickly so that they never end up in CPS care or law enforcement trying to find a family member. What's happening to your kids in the meantime? So your short-term guardians are going to be the folks who can step in and make sure that your children are taken care of in the way that you would want, by whom you would want, no matter what, while we wait for the long-term guardians to arrive and to step in and raise your children, if it should come to that. So we want to make sure that we have long-term guardian nomination, short-term guardian nomination. A kids protection plan also includes a medical power of attorney for your minor children. If they should need medical care while you're unable to make healthcare decisions for them, you want to absolutely make sure you have the right people in place to step in and take care of that. And then we also, especially for those younger kiddos of my clients, we always want to make sure that we have caregiver instructions. This is a very specific and detailed set of instructions so that if your kids are with a babysitter, for instance, and something happens to you, they've got a complete list of what should happen. Who are the doctors for your children and what other medical information might they need to have. So that's all detailed there. And then finally, I'll wrap up the last piece of a kids protection plan that I recommend that everybody have. All of my clients who have minor children at home have this, and it's an ID card that you carry in your wallet. If you're in a bad auto accident, for instance, or if something happens to you, then you want to have anybody who needs to know who are your short-term guardians, that's right there. It's a handy reference so that they can be called immediately. So that's kind of a backup to the backup plan. Anyway, so if you'd like to learn more about this particular topic or anything related to estate planning and also some small business law issues, hop on over to happylawyerwebinars.com, and I've got all of my webinars there on demand. You can watch in the comfort of your home, and I'll see you over there. Thanks for joining me.